I am about to open up a hole in the boat. Not something that I was hoping to do when I first bought this boat. We got water, folks. We are currently sinking. We're neutral.
Oh, God, we gotta pull it?
So we have the generator running right now because for whatever reason, the shore power is not working. Lots of water. That's not good.
Welcome back to the chaos, guys. In today's episode, we start to tackle our long list of boat projects and quickly run into many challenges.
We do that as well.
This keeps getting longer.
You know what they say about boats, right? Well, as first-time boat owners, we are in for it. Anyway, we're back at the marina for a few weeks in hopes to fix, upgrade, or repair the issues found during our survey and try and tackle all the other ones that we find along the way.
The time has come. It is officially boat job day. I'm sure every single boat owner has a boat job day, and the boat job days probably will never end. I have a list of jobs, and this isn't the completed list either, because I'm still waiting on things to arrive here. But this is what I can potentially tackle today. And while Taylor is taking Wyatt to the park and Logan is sleeping, I figured I better get started right away and try and tackle this list. Some of these items are findings from our survey, and others are just ones that we want to do from a safety perspective with baby gates, etc. But here we go. We're getting started right away, and we'll see how much we get done. The first item on the list are smoke alarms. This might seem like a very simple thing, but it's important. We want to ensure that there's no fires anywhere, or if there is a fire, we're aware of it and we can escape the boat. God forbid that does ever happen. We do have fire extinguishers throughout, so hopefully we'll be able to catch it if it ever does, but yeah, this is an important one. According to the instructions, do not put a smoke detector in the kitchen, so I'm going to avoid the kitchen space just because I'm assuming if you have a propane burner stove or something with an open flame, then that makes more sense. Ours is electric, but either way I'm going to just keep it away from there because it's going to be higher temperatures in there, and it's not that far anyway. I'm just going to put it on this side. But I have 4 to do, 1 here in the salon area and then 1 in each bedroom. Hopefully I'm not destroying anything putting screws through this wood here or hitting any wires, but see what happens.
It hit me as hard as a cannonball. Every time I get up,
I'm not used to buying a used boat or a used RV. I always built my own vans in the past, so I know what's underneath all of the things. I know where the wires run, so it's just a little unsettling installing and putting screws in when you don't know where all the wires are. You don't know what's behind the walls. All right, one done. So I'm not going to be able to do all 4 of them today, unfortunately. Well, I can do them today, but I can't do it right now because Logan is sleeping in our room, and it's not going to work out. Okay, so
the most beautiful sound this man has ever heard. Your love is like music to my ears.
sit down. You want it away from the vent fan, they said. But I don't want it to be hitting your head. It's kind of tricky. Everyone's safe now. I'm gonna put half of the necks on the smoke detectors. Once Logan wakes up from her nap, I will finish that, and then I can officially check one off. But next up is the baby gates. So we have these baby gates here that are retractable, and they're modular, so you can move them around. So we'll get these installed, hopefully, and then we'll get it going here. So then when it's just Taylor and I, the goal is essentially to allow me and Taylor to dock the boat while the kids are contained in a controlled area, which would be the salon here. So we would block them off into the salon, and then we would have less worry as we're docking the boat and the kids are inside here. So that's kind of the thought process, and it's the best that we can do. We're trying to be as safe as possible and to make sure we do everything right. I just took the I guess the top bracket for the fridge off to make sure that there was nothing in between, or make sure I wasn't going to hit the refrigerator and screw into it, because that would be very bad, because these screws are a little bit longer than I'd like them to be, being about maybe 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. I would prefer they were just 1 inch, but I think we're going to be okay. But it's just nerve-wracking, again, screwing into things that you didn't build yourself, so you just don't know what's on the other side. You just got to be very careful and take your time and try to inspect if you can. Okay, that's on. And now need to do the clips here. We'll be in business. That's cool. Boom. Done. Lock it. Bang. Beautiful. Kids can't get through, so unlock it right here. Bang. Beautiful. So when we're docking, the kids will be locked into the salon area. All the cabinets are push to lock, very difficult to open as if you are a small little boy or a small little 6-month-old, which is she's gonna be older when we're on the loop, I guess, but it's not easy to open, so we should be fine there. And yeah, now I gotta do the baby gate for going up the stairs from the bedroom. That's just a safety precaution, God forbid Wyatt wakes up and we're still sleeping and we don't catch him, then we'll have the baby gate there, and we'll also be adding alarms to the door. So if any hatch or door opens while the alarm is set, we'll be alerted and notified right away, which is good from theft, but it's also good from keeping your kids inside and making sure everyone's safe. How was the park?
How was the park? Good.
Was it fun? How was the bike ride?
We only biked there. Then Mommy had to hold us and the bike all the way home.
Oh no, what happened?
I'm not sure. But it's okay.
Okay, so this is the cream. So you
This is
can
already in?
Yeah, you move it across.
No baby Bayuga.
Okay, and then you push down.
That's nice.
So that's locked. So the question is, we have duplicate counts for the cream, right? So
Just the cream?
I think for both.
Okay.
But we gotta be aware of where we want this. So that, I think the cream duplicates should go down here.
I think Scott made a good point, and was saying that he thinks we should put it kind of like in the middle of the stairs. That way, if he tries to like get up, he's already lower. Girl, did you have a great nap? Yeah. Good job. You napped so good. Why? What are you doing?
I'm coloring.
You're coloring? Oh, that looks beautiful. Got my 2 kitties. Woohoo!
Our room is a bit of a mess right now because I have a storage bin underneath that has a bunch of tools that I wanted to use. I needed to get to, so the pack and play is up. But I think right here is going to be good for the last one. Boom. Smoke detectors are finally done. The baby gate is installed. And then the cool thing about this is that you can take this out and move it up to there. So during the day when we're on our way and we want to keep the kids out from the pilot house or just having them contained in the salon while we're docking, this will go up over to there. And then at nighttime, when all the kids are in bed and we go to sleep, this is going to go right here on the stairs. It's difficult for them to enter up if they sneak out of their rooms and we, for whatever reason, don't wake up, which is going to be pretty unlikely, but rather be safe than sorry. We got 2 things checked off the list. Now, Taylor wanted me to add one, which is Nautilus shower door. And I could also add one more Galvanic isolator. I could do that as well.
This keeps getting longer.
Yes, it does. We just got it in the mail. This guy right here is a Galvanic isolator, which has a fail-safe. So we have a Galvanic isolator, which basically protects the ground from what I understand and prevents stray current. I'm not 100% positive on it. This is new to me. I never had to deal with this in the van life industry or the RV world. But one with a fail-safe is just, I guess, the next step up in terms of technology, and it's the new standard for insurance and surveys and stuff. So it's relatively easy. It's just swapping out 2 grounds. Easy to do, but you got to make sure your shore power is disconnected and everything's off. So it's 80 degrees outside today, so I don't know if I'll be getting to this because we don't want to turn the ACs off. Next up, I'm going to swap out the GFCI outlets because that's relatively easy to do and it's a quick win. The only challenge is the outlets aren't labeled. So I have 2 outlet breaker switches. One is going to be probably for the salon and such, and the other will be probably for the forward cabin. So it's going to be a luck of the draw. I want to go with the bottom for the forward, and we're going to be going off in 3, 2, 1. I think I was correct.
What did you turn off?
The outlets. Oh, we lost Wi-Fi, it looks like. But the TV's still on.
You got an apple or?
Let me go check the head. See if that's not working now. I had the power station charging and there's not charging anymore. So that tells me that the outlet is off. I can go ahead and swap this out for a GFCI, which is relatively easy to do. And yeah, I'm gonna knock this out. Okay, he broke that. That wasn't fun. That was not fun at all. All right, Tail, you can turn that,
I can't hear you.
I can come do it. Turn that outlet on. Whew. Sweating like crazy. Can only imagine. All right, hopefully it's good. Outlets are back on.
We're ready for bed, huh?
Let's see.
It was at this moment that Kevin realized he may have seriously effed up.
That's not good. Everything's good. AC power.
Here I'm really starting to panic because we no longer had power on any circuit breaker.
I think the breaker might have went off.
Initially, yes, I thought I tripped the pedestal breaker.
In the back.
But nope, that's not the case. And I was so confused.
Yeah.
So we have the generator running right now because for whatever reason, the shore power is not working. I turned off the outlet breaker and plugged in or swapped out the outlet, and I'm not getting any power to shore power now. But when I run the generator, everything runs fine, nothing trips. So the outlet was installed correctly, but I don't know, I'm not understanding.
Luckily, one of our boat neighbors, Adam, came to the rescue and recommended we check the main 100 amp breaker at the head of the dock.
There you go.
Let's see if that does it.
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
Yeah, if you're ever doing electric, just unplug from the pedestal.
Yeah.
I always forget to do it myself.
Yeah, that's a good lesson learned there. So,
Yeah.
So I turned off the breaker, but if you don't turn or unplug from shore power, even though the breaker's off, you can trip the main breaker of the pedestal and then you're SOL. So I did that, unfortunately. But thank you, Adam, for
Not a problem.
teaching me a new lesson on the...
I learned from my mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. We're testing right now. We're in business, Adam.
What?
Awesome, thank you, man.
How did we fix the problem?
When you're at a marina and you're working on electric, you need to disconnect shore power, regardless if you disconnect the breaker or whatever, because the pedestals and the breakers are very sensitive. So when I disconnected the the outlet and I touched the ground of the neutral, it shut off the main breaker. Not there, all the way there. So I had to go all the way over to there, turn it back on and off.
Did you just shut off our pedestal or you shut off everyone's?
Just mine. Yeah. But that's a lesson learned. So if we're going to work on electrical, we need to disconnect from shore power. But it was a good feeling when I lifted up that shore power breaker and I saw the 120 volts because I was pretty confused as to what the heck was going on.
Yeah, I was not excited. Our fridge was out, our AC was out, and the only way it would turn back on was if we turned on the generator, and if we had to keep the generator on, that would have been loud and pricey. So
We may as well be at anchor at that point.
glad you figured it out.
So now I'm trying to figure out what's next. I need to clean up a little bit because the place is a mess. But let me grab the list and then we'll decide. Next up is mold spray. So we're not sure if there's mold, but we just want to be extra cautious if there is. This wiper on the port side window here was leaking on that crazy thunderstorm that rolled through when we were over in Cape Charles, and we found the leak in Wyatt's room. So we're going to spray this out, let it dry, and then a project down the road would be taking off that wood, soft wood or rotted wood, and replace that with a nice fresh piece. But right now we can't really replace it because it's just going to create the biggest mess ever, and I don't have the proper tools to get that done. So here's the wiper, there's the paneling to get access to it, and I'm just going to spray into here and see what happens. That was easy. Time to go clean up. So we just got pretty distracted working on the new logo for Matt's on Map, and I've been trying to get down here to do the bonding stuff. So with boating, you essentially need to ground all of your metal components under seawater. So that would include your rudder, your trim tabs, sometimes your propellers, and all of your seacocks, so everything that enters the water, and probably a lot more stuff that I'm not thinking about, but lots of the groundings get pretty messed up over time because it's salt water and corrosion and humid environment. So I'm going to try and clean these up to the best of my ability. I already did one the first day we had on the boat. But yeah, I got some 8 gauge grounding wire. It's stranded, and yeah, we're gonna get after it. Hopefully it all works good. Also, while I'm down here, one of the action items was to seal off the batteries. So I got, the goal is to make sure that they don't bounce around. So I have washers with finger nuts, or I don't know what you call these things. I'll just tighten it down, make sure the lid of the battery compartment doesn't come undone. So that will satisfy that requirement. So that can't come undone. Perfect. So very simple. Just one of these thingamajigs. That's all it took. Perfect. But here's the AC water pump for the forward AC, which is for the bedrooms, and it's loose, so I need to screw this, tighten this down. I bought some washers from Ace Hardware, and I'm hoping I can just back these screws up and then put the washers down, tighten it up, and we should be in business. It's just a matter of figuring out how I'm going to get over there, what I want to do. It's just 4 screws, should be pretty easy, but I just need to tighten that down and just make it look nice. Okay, I'm officially sweating like crazy, but I got it off, or done. It's tightened. 2 out of 3. It's too hot in here now. I need a fan, I need a flashlight, and just not prepared for it, so. I'm done. I think Wyatt's awake, and I'm gonna go play with my son. So, we'll get back to this another day.
Bye, Wyatt. Have fun at the beach.
Well, I was walking down the street, saw Eve in the garden of Eden.
Was that fun? We got our own little private beach here. Took the paddleboard over and just playing. Right?
There's nothing like a breeze on a hot summer eve, don't you know? But I guess I better get on back before something goes wrong.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
All right.
All right.
We're good.
We're good.
Goes wrong. Well, I was walking down.
How does it?
You're okay. You okay, or you want me to sit?
When we sit.
You don't like me standing? It's good, right?
No, does it?
We're good.
Does it?
Okay, Dice. Better?
Yeah.
Drank a pot of coffee off the stove after her sweet kiss.
Were you at the beach? Look at you, big boy. It's nice up here. We brought our afternoon snack
Up on the fly bridge.
Up on the fly bridge.
I was gonna say let's take the paddleboard out, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not paddling.
No?
Yay!
Chilly.
Why?
Quiet! Quiet!
So I have another task up here that I can do while we're up here, and that is add more snaps to the canvas here. The job's going in. My hands are all dirty. I gotta start being better about that. But look at this, it's all, there's nothing to it. So I found some screws so I can put these in.
Dance, dance, dance like there's ants in the
Well, there's a reason why. I need to get bigger ones. There's a reason why these ones are all empty. All right, mommy, meatballs on deck.
Mommy's
That
meatballs.
looks yummy.
It looks messy.
Yummy, yummy. 2 meatball sandwiches. We got a decent amount of stuff done today. Not the full list, but made good progress.
Pete, what?
But we're gonna get the kids to bed and relax tonight.
We're gonna relax tonight? You know how to do that?
Well, I mean, by the time we get the kids down by 9:30, we'll have about 5 minutes to relax, and then it'll be bedtime.
And then Logan will wake up.
And then we're gonna wake up again.
Tomorrow.
Kevin from the future here. Can we just take a minute to recognize that boat projects never really end? I mean, I am a new boater. I understand that. You guys are probably laughing at me saying I told you so, but as soon as I check one thing off from like a survey finding, I find another issue. And right now I am working on editing some videos and doing some research on the electrical system that I'm going to be installing and just getting kind of overwhelmed. So over the past 2 weeks, I've been trying to figure out ways to help streamline my processes, especially on the computer, and figure out ways to be more effective and more efficient with my time. I'm gonna bring you guys over here so you can see a little bit better. But we all know that the next craze in tech is AI, and I started using it. It really does help make my life a little bit easier, especially on the computer front. I started using MetaGPT X, who is the sponsor of today's video and is also like your own AI development team on call. You've got your own project manager, data analyst, researcher, and engineer who all work together to help build whatever you prompted to do. So at first I started testing this out to see the capabilities of it with something more simple, like building us an itinerary for our southbound destinations as we chase warmer weather. And the first stop on our list is probably gonna be Hampton, Virginia. I'm not really sure, but instead of doing research myself, I just quickly asked for it to spit out a one-day itinerary, compare the different marinas that are available, get the daily rates, and then also put together some recommendations on things to do and places to eat that are within walking distance to the marina and hopefully very close to town, which is really, really nice that
I could just type a paragraph really quick and then get all that information summed up and handed to me on like a silver platter. It's just kind of crazy. And then I realized how I put this into this web page form and realized, holy smokes, this thing can do a lot more. So I started thinking, okay, how can I make my processes, my admin processes, more efficient? And one area for a lot of content creators that takes up a lot of time is negotiating with brands and reviewing contracts and all that fun stuff. So I was thinking, how can I leverage MetaGPT to help make that easier? So I prompted it to create an email template manager website where I can plug in some email templates that I created and then plug and play and modify them with clicks of buttons instead of typing them out every single time. This was just like really something quick that was created by a prompt, but it's just a really good use case on how you can quickly build something now with AI. And it's just crazy to think that I have this little website that's making my life easier, and I built it in 30 seconds with the help of this AI team. So if you have a great idea for a web app and you don't have the resources to build it, or you just want to test AI and see if it would make your life easier, then head to the link in the description or the QR code here and give MetaGPT X a try. It is completely free to get started. They have a free tier and you can test things out. You can prompt it whatever you want. And then if you want the enhanced premium features, you could always upgrade later. A big thanks to MetaGPT X for sponsoring today's video. And let's get back to the boat projects that never end.
All right, it's day 2 of boat upgrades. Little man requested waffles this morning, so that's what we're making. Dad and Logan went for a run, and yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a good day. Hopefully we'll try to get the tender down today. We'll see.
You just went for a little run around town.
How was the run? Hi,
It's
did
good.
you
We
have a
went
good
all
run?
the way to there's a little park all the way over there. Very like sit down and look at the water park. Not That was
Awesome.
good. She did
Hi.
good too. Hey, 10-minute project is turning into an hour and a half because I added the GFCI outlet into the kitchen, but then I realized that there's a GFCI outlet underneath the sink, so there's no point to have 2 GFCIs on one line, so I just wasted all my time, and now we're moving outlets around because some have USBs and things work a little bit better and stuff. So yeah, here we are, having fun. All right, we're doing it. We're gonna launch the dinghy. All right, we got it in, down, sideways, around.
Put her over there for now. Pull her tighter over here. I'll worry about the rest of the line.
In case y'all are wondering, I am the line master.
Here, line master, you need to tack on.
Kevin is just the most piss poor apprentice. Line master apprentice.
First time using a dinghy tiller.
And we said we were getting a center console. Tricked ya.
And we have a tiller. Here goes nothing, y'all.
Good luck. Don't fall in.
I know.
Will he be soaked when he comes back?
We're neutral.
Oh, God, we gotta pull it?
Yeah.
No, I'm never gonna get this thing going. And we're cutting the lawn, folks.
Come on.
And who said you don't work out when you gotta poop?
Okay, so it's clear now that I'm flooding the engine, causing it not to start. But I didn't realize that until I gave myself a nice blister and then decided to take a minute and Google how to start an outboard to finally get it running. Clearly I'm a noob here, and this is the first time I ever operated a dinghy. Things were looking good and on the up. We were floating, baby! And it has a working motor that's pushing us along. I know it's not the side console dinghy like we originally wanted, but hey, This thing works, and it came with the boat.
Okay, tender first attempt was a success.
Yeah, where'd you whip it to?
Almost to the beach, but two boats were coming in and I had a catamaran behind me, so I was like, let me turn her around because I'm not too sure how to operate yet. I did reverse and forward. Wow, look at her blue eyes, man. They are blue. Yeah. But yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Forward, reverse, neutral. Got comfortable with it. It's definitely something to get used to. It's definitely not going to be as easy as a steering wheel, but you can turn a lot faster because it's not spinning wheels. It's just boom, 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 boom. So it can be oversensitive, which is like, I don't kind of like that, but it was good. Successful.
Awesome.
Take the gang out on it.
Awesome.
How are we doing in here? It's hot out now.
We're doing.
She's going nuts.
Well, she's going nuts, and I just feel like I've been working on the same thing for the past 3 days.
Yeah, we just gotta like commit to it.
I'm trying to commit to it. I've committed to it at this point. All right. Goal to have dinner early. Sort of is happening. Hopefully we'll get to take a tender ride later.
We got some dark clouds though, so
Yeah, I mean, that's...
we'll see. But I mean, we could just do a quick little
I was gonna
spin.
say, even if we just go to the beach and back, well, maybe.
I gaze along, my eyes fell on a simple kind of truth. From what I can see, the scenery is best surrounding you.
What are we doing,
It's a
Lolo?
love I can't explain. It's a love I can't
Life. How wild is this? Does it feel
Yeah.
like the safest thing on the planet?
I think, yeah, a console one.
What?
I think a console one is definitely safer. But,
Hi, cutie.
what do you think?
That's good.
You like it?
Yeah. Yeah, you too.
You like it too?
Yeah.
So this is, I'm gonna just very slowly. So I think that's the move. When we get on, I take both kids, you handle the lines, and then get on by yourself. Same thing when,
We get off.
once we get off, you're gonna need to use your hand to grab the boat. But we're gonna be able to,
We on the boat?
We on the boat.
You're going on the boat ride.
On the boat ride.
What do you think, bud? You like it?
Yeah.
you like this? It's cool.
You and I can conquer anything. This is where we belong. This is where we
Here's a little speed.
Little low, low, do 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 do. Little white guy, do do do
I
do.
actually feel pretty good with it. Like, this is fine. But it's super calm.
I was gonna say, I feel pretty balanced. What do you think, bud? Do you like this or the paddleboard better? Or do you like them both? Both? Both boats? Okay, awesome. High five. Woohoo! You got me. Woohoo! You got me. Woohoo! You got me. Ah! Ah! Guess what? Hey, Ryan, guess what? I love you.
Yeah, I'm gonna reverse it so don't feel like you gotta like stop pulling your pressure. Okay.
stuck by the side of the road. It's gonna be tough. If you struck down, hoping for the sound of a pick me up. We will fight on right until the
Got
end.
her? I'm gonna kill the engine, okay?
Got her.
Nice.
That was easy.
That was fine.
Yeah, no issues
Yeah,
whatsoever.
we did good.
Back on the big
Back
boat.
on the big boat.
No, I go.
Here, let mommy get us.
I go ride the bike.
We can maybe ride the bike tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
It's bath night, bud.
Here, take her.
Okay, there we go. Why, it's fine.
Alright, let me get her out.
So, I just got the vlog edited and ready to rock. So it's time to start some boat projects. Last night I took the engine off the dinghy just because it's been taking on a little bit of water. We have a slow leak. So we left it out floating overnight. And it is the afternoon pretty much, 2:42. I want to show you how much water is in here. Which is a bummer because we don't want to be taking on water when we have our little kids on the dinghy. It's kind of sketchy. So you can see a little bit of water right now. And I'm planning on taking this onto the dock and maybe trying to find the hole and see if I can patch it or something. Lots of water. That's not good. So that's not what we were hoping to see when we got this dinghy. We were hoping it would be watertight. Now we got to figure out what we want to do with it. I don't know. Hopefully I can figure it out. Just another thing added to the boat job list. It seems like it's only growing and never shrinking. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
So, right here. And it kind of makes sense. The problem is like, this is a good scrape. This was definitely not us.
But it looks like we might be replacing it sooner rather than later because we already have a hole in it.
Well, it had a hole in it. We just didn't know. And there's also a little bit of a scratch here. So I should really do.
The sucky thing is that we were talking about replacing the dinghy. We were banking on hopefully selling this one, which I guess you can still do, but we're not gonna get as much for it.
Well, if we get it fit.
I think if it has a hole. Can you put it upwards and get all the water out of it, or is all the water already out?
Yeah, I already did that, I think. Let's see. Oh, let me drop her back down and then I'll lift it up from the nose or the bow, whatever. But gotta learn how to patch that. So we have this right here, which I'm assuming is a patch.
Probably not good when your dinghy comes with a patch kit. I mean, it's convenient, but at the same time, that means it's probably prone to rips.
Need water?
No.
A few days have gone by and I'm now trying to wrap up the remaining items on this list. I have a check valve that's leaking underneath. I'm going to be replacing that right now with a new check valve. Hopefully this one works good. I think it will. Okay, we got it done. I'm so glad I checked that because the actual hose connected to the bilge pump was super loose. So I was able to tighten that down. And then I got the check valve on. Had to use a hair dryer to loosen up the hoses just to be able to pull them off and on easier. But we're good, we're in business. I am about to open up a hole in the boat. Not something that I was hoping to do when I first bought this boat. But now after living on it for, I think this is day 10, we noticed that one of the propeller shafts is leaking a little too much and I have to repack the stuffing box. Now that sounds kind of provocative, but that is real terminology on the boat. And essentially what's happening is the propeller shaft that is going through the hull of the boat is surrounded by a thing called a stuffing box, and then there's rope that goes around the shaft, and that rope deteriorates over time and I have to replace that. So today is going to be a boat project day. It's going to be a stressful one and a scary one because, like I said, we are opening a hole in the boat and we are going to be letting water inside the boat as the job gets done, and the goal is to do it as quickly as possible without running into any issues because we don't want the boat to sink. Taylor took the kids to the park and the library so I can get this job done without any distractions because I'm going to need my full attention. But here is the packing, and again it just looks like rope. Essentially that has some type of lubrication, waxy material that goes around it to help lubricate the shaft as it's spinning, even though it is compressed and watertight, or almost watertight. So it's time to hop in the engine room. I'll try and set the cameras up, show you what's going on, but it could get hectic. So my shaft is down here. This is the starboard side that I'm working with. I'm gonna use my GoPro to show you the details. But essentially it's dripping like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's probably like a little bit more than 1 second per drop, which isn't really good. You want 1 drop every 2 to 3 minutes, I think, or 3 drops every minute, one of the two. But I'm dripping way more than I should. So you can see that here. Really see it pretty good. And you could also tell that there's not a lot of threads compared to this side, the port side. There's a ton of threads. And that essentially means that there's no packing left, or it's either deteriorated or there wasn't enough packing at the start, which I doubt. I think it's just because it deteriorated a bit. So I need to take 2 massive channel locks, which I have here, loosen up that nut, back off the stuffing box, take the old packing out. I have a little pick tool here, and put more in my packing here. So let's get started. It's gonna be fun. Okay, it's starting to come more now. Okay, it's coming in. Here we go. We got water, folks. We are currently sinking. Let's get this up. Here's the old one. I think there's another one in there. This pick works phenomenally. And there's one more. When it's this loose, that's when you know it's all out. I'll do the first one straight up. So it's different. Tightening her back up. Take a breather right now. Just got it all done. It's still leaking. I need to tighten it up, obviously, but whew, my back hurts. And as I tighten this down, it should start to compress that packing and then reduce the amount of water coming in. So now I'm just tightening it a quarter turn, waiting, seeing for the drips. If it's still dripping, then I'll quarter tighten, turn again. You don't want to over tighten this because you want there to be some lubrication of water to help cool the shaft down as it's spinning through this tension. Okay, I'm getting a drip about every minute and a half. I just read online that the 2 to 3 drops per minute is when the engine is running, and it should be completely dry when the engine is off. So I still need to tighten this, but we're getting there. I'm happy to hear that because that means my bilge should be dry when the engine is off, because constant water is not really a good thing. So another quarter turn, maybe just a little bit more. And let's see if we get a drip. It's kind of like a slow waiting game because it's not dripping until every minute or two. And you're kind of just waiting. All in all, that was not bad. Assuming there's no drips, then I just have to tighten the tightening nut onto the stuffing box so that way it won't move. But while I'm down here, where Pilot House AC was like the compressor was losing pressure and then blowing hot air. So I'm just going to check the C strainer really quick, and I just closed off the C cock down here, which I need to get a nut for because it's loose. Add that to the list. There's always something wrong on the boat. It's just a matter of time until you find it. So we'll try and see if the C strainer is all yucky, and if it is, we'll hopefully fix it, and then the AC can breathe again. Some gunk in there. There's definitely some gunk in there. Ew. My first C strainer clean out. Gook. Ugh. They really pick some funny names for this stuff, but I'm gonna go strain this out, or spray this down, clean it up, and then we'll put it back in. But yeah, it's basically catching all of the physical debris that goes through your seacock, making sure that it doesn't go into your water pump and stuff. And if this is all clogged, it's going to resist the amount of water flow that goes into your AC compressor to cool it down. So hopefully this is the solution, and not that I need new Freon or a new compressor. Or it might be the water pump itself not being able to pump, but this is the first item to attack on the list to see. So still no drips. Hold it right up here. Okay, mission accomplished here. The gang's back. The job is done. That was a nice one. I was very pleased with that. That one's been hanging over my head for a little bit. Wasn't really that bad. There's plenty of other people who do it in the water. Most people say to do it out of the water just in case something happens, but it's really not that bad. Worst case scenario, if you bought the wrong packing, you just tighten it back up and then go get some. Or if you're unsure, just make sure you buy 2 different sizes, then you can maybe return one. But not too shabby. Well, a couple days have passed. And
a couple weeks have passed.
Weeks?
Since the beginning of this vlog?
Maybe it's been over a week. I don't know. We got some stuff done.
Somebody's got to get some food shopping done while the babies sleep.
Yeah. Tay's off to the grocery store and Ace to pick up a package, and I am going to be checking off some more items on this list. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 items on this list. I have to check off some more. So the bilge check valve, clean the bilge, the hex nut packing, and the Nautilus shower door are all done. The only 2 things remaining are the bonding wires and the galvanic isolator. I'm going to wait to do the galvanic isolator once we do the electrical upgrade, because I don't want to create new holes in the wall there with screws when I'm potentially just going to take it off and rewire it or mount it somewhere else. So I'm going to hold off on that, but the bonding wires that connect the shaft propeller and the 2 seacock or sea strainers I need to bond. And it's cool today, so there's no AC running, so I can open those seacocks up or close them and then open the hatch for the sea strainers and then get those bonding wires on, because that's well overdue. We want to limit the amount of corrosion. Well, no luck with getting the bonding done. I was interrupted by this little girl now who is crawling at 6.5 months, believe it or not. She is on the go. She's crazy, but she's a cute little girl. Say hi, Lolo. Say hi. Yeah, say hi. So we'll wait till Taylor's back before we get back to the bonding.
Welcome back to the engine room. When you are buying your boat, if you're in the market for a boat, I guarantee you will have some bonding wires that are missing or loose and need to be addressed. So unless you're probably buying like $1 million boat that's already like pristine, if you're buying a 25, 30-year-old boat in our price range, you're definitely gonna have some things that need to be addressed, and that's okay. But right now, I'll show you what bonding wire is. It's basically these green wires here. Those green wires, you can see the yellow grommets there that have just completely destroyed. There's one over there, green wire. And that just basically grounds all of your, I'll probably butcher this because I'm new to all this stuff, but your softer metals, I think, you're basically just grounding it, because without the ground, it's going to be prone to corrosion faster than if it was grounded. So it's just a preventative measure that you want to do and you want to stay on top of. And when they get loose or if they break, you want to try and replace them as quickly as you can. So that's what I'll be doing today. And you want to use at least 8 gauge for all your bonding. I think it's 8 gauge. I bought this off Amazon. This is Anchor Marine, or actually I got it from West Marine. This is Anchor 8 gauge wire. You want to use at least that. Don't use any cheaper stuff or smaller. And then if it's for lightning code, I think you want to use 6 gauge, but I don't have to worry about that. I don't believe that might be for sailing or something. I just added some heat shrink to this little lug here, and I took a wire brush and wire brushed off the copper bus bar, because you want as clean as the contact as possible so you get the best electrical connection or the ground connection here. So take a wire brush. While you're at it, you may as well wire brush off your other grounds that are well connected. And then I'm just going to secure this to the ground bar and then wire it to the actual sea strainer here. And then I'll do it for the next one as well for both ACs. And then I have to do the AC on the starboard side and then the shaft gland. So only 2 on here and 2 on here. So not too bad, honestly. The bonding wires are now on the bus bar, and now it's going to the sea cocks or the sea strainers, and just, it's quite corroded. I know the green is normal. That doesn't really mean it's bad, but I don't know. This is just not looking great, so we're replacing it. Bingo. That is nice. Beautiful. Guess I should clean this a little bit too. Clean versus dirty.
All right.
It's a leftover night.
Leftovers for dinner?
Cleaning out the fridge a bit. Right? Wise got himself a peanut butter sandwich because I didn't feel like fighting with him. He'll actually eat that.
And you got the taco bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I got mac and cheese with a buffalo chicken stuffed pepper. Lola's got some applesauce.
Don't show anyone this, Bernie.
The whole gang's eating. Tay's not thrilled that we're giving Lolo Mott's applesauce. It says no sugars added.
This will be her one and only.
That's not bad. It says no sugars added.
I mean, yeah, but it still isn't
But
homemade.
it's not
I could
the
easily
homemade
make this.
stuff. So we got it at we got it at Applebee's. So we're not throwing it out. We're giving it to her.
Yeah, why waste it? I mean, she loves it.
Yeah. She's having applesauce. Can you say applesauce?
You want to try it?
No.
All right. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye.
Bye.